What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. We're going to get into Crown Jewel predictions. Crown Jewel takes place on Saturday, October the 11th, 2025. From Perth, Australia, we have 5 matches on the card. Crown Jewel seems to just be another filler premium live event, aka pay-per-view. So it is what it is. It's not really all that important. So before we get into the match card, Santos Escobar has officially re-signed with WWE. I had talked about that during my NXT review and also in my AEW Dynamite review, so check those out in case you've missed it. But he now has officially signed back. They are going to give him creative, and they also gave him more money, so that's a good thing. So kudos to him. Hopefully, this will all work out for him, and it probably will. I'm hoping they end up putting him in NXT for a while until they can find something for him to do concrete on the main roster. He did nothing on SmackDown. He could do something on Monday Night Raw. I would love for him to be in the mid-card and go after the Intercontinental Championship. That would be cool. But that's around the waist of Dirty Dominic Mysterio. So we'll have to wait and see how things play out. But if there's nothing for him to do on the main roster, they could easily send him back to NXT and have him also work AAA shows as well. Oh, my bad. AAA shows as well. But that's the latest news. I'm glad that Santos is back. It makes sense though. It makes sense to retain him and to keep him on the roster. Santos Escobar is a really good hand, and hopefully they can find something for him to do. Honestly, I would have him work main roster, NXT, and AAA. Have him work all three. Honestly, I'm not even gonna hold you up. Like, have him work, all three. But if he can't get on the main roster, like Raw, definitely have him work NXT for a while and AAA, just until they can find something concrete for him to do. So let's go ahead and get into the match card. We have 5 matches on the card. So it's taking place in Perth, Australia. It's going to take place at the RAC Arena, which holds... Wait for it. Okay. It popped up. So, it can hold 15,000 people, 15,500 people, which is great. I'm pretty sure it should be close to a sellout show. So I'm saying maybe like a strong 14,000, like maybe like 14,700 something people show up. Maybe, I don't know. That's just me thinking out loud. So hopefully that can happen. Hopefully it does happen. But again, Crown Jewel seems like a filler show. Now that that's out the way, let's go ahead and get into the match card. Again, we got 5 matches. Let's start with the women. So, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, tag team match. This really should be the match that opens the show. Have Rhea and Io go over. I'm pretty sure Rhea's going to get a massive reaction. She was not on this past Monday Night Raw. She was doing media in Australia, so I forgot to mention that, but it's fine. Again, I would like for Rhea to be in something more concrete. I was thinking maybe that, let's say Naomi never would have gotten pregnant. It could have been Naomi and Rhea for the women's world title. Have Rhea win, get a massive reaction, massive pop in her home country, and you run with Rhea as champion until sometime next year, maybe till Mania of next year. But that didn't happen. But obviously, Io and Rhea are going to win the match. It makes perfect sense. I do like the story here. It's good shit being told by Kairi, Io, and Asuka. So the three of them work beautiful together. And I like it. You know, even though it's a bunch of broken English and shit, it's still good. So Rhea and Io are going to win that one. Next, sticking with the women, Stephanie Vacker versus Tiffany Stratton. Champion versus champion for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship. To me, it doesn't matter who wins here. It really does not. Stephanie Vacker just won her title last month, so she can't lose. And Tiffany has been undefeated for quite some time. I want to say since March of this year. So a good 6 months. No, a good 7 months, my bad. Who wins? I'm going to go with Stephanie Vacker. It makes sense. Tiffany can suffer a loss here. It's not going to matter. Again, this is just for a replica title. We won't see it. It's going to go back into the Saudi Arabia archive, basically. That's where the fuck it's going to go. So that, to me, is fine. But Stephanie Vacker should win this match. You could do like a roll-up or whatever, something like that. Maybe Tiffany goes for the prettiest moonsault ever. Stephanie gets her knees up, and then she ends up hitting like a roll-up or whatever to win, something like that. But it is what it is. All right, moving on from that. Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed, Australian street fight. This actually should be a stretcher match, because I feel like that's what they should have went with, but they didn't. We've seen multiple street fights for years and years and years. And in the Triple H era, it's no different. I fucking hate it, but it is what it is. Who wins? Clearly, Roman Reigns needs to win. It does not matter that Bronson is in his home country. It doesn't matter. Who cares? That means nothing. It means it's more important for Rhea to win in her home country than it is for Bronson. Again, why would Roman put over Bronson Reed? Bronson Reed is not going to be a main event guy. He's not. When the Vision faction comes to an end, the only guy that needs to get over is Braun Breaker, not Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed is a serviceable mid-card guy, and that's it. But he does not need to beat Roman. He doesn't. That would be dumb as hell. That would be dumbass booking by Triple H. And so hopefully Roman wins, and maybe this sets up the Bloodline reuniting. Maybe they bring Sammy on board, and then at War Games, it's the Vision versus the OG Bloodline. Maybe that's where this is all leading, in my opinion. And hopefully it does lead to that. But we're going to have to wait and see how things play out. Next, John Cena versus AJ Styles. I'm pissed that this match has no story. It needs one. We know AJ's been one of John Cena's best rivals, especially back in 2017. They had a really good rivalry from 2017 and 2018. Really good rivalry. Loved it. Clearly, Cena's going to win. But what's next for AJ? Well, actually, no. AJ already has stuff mapped out with Dragon Lee. So, yeah, that's what he's going to be doing. Maybe we're going to have John Cena versus Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. I think that's where their feud needs to end, at Survivor Series. Maybe you do like a last man standing match or an I Quit match or something like that, where Cena can get his win back. Clearly, you go and do like a 10-minute match, or 10 to 12-minute match with Brock and Cena. I know people have said that Cena should squash Brock. It's like, no. It's not believable. It's not. Again, if Cena was like Goldberg, yes, but no, he's not. He's not. That only works for Goldberg in situations like that. But no. John Cena and Brock can work a 10 to 12 minute match with weapons and stuff like that. You have Cena go over, and Cena goes into Saturday night's main event in December to face who knows. I mean, only God knows, basically. But we don't know who's Cena's last opponent is going to be. We don't know. And we only have 3 months left of the year. Pretty soon it's going to be 2.5 months left of the year. But it is what it is. I would assume main event of the evening, Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins for the Crown Jewel Championship. Who cares? This is part 4 of their story. And this is their weakest part of the story, because it doesn't need to happen at all. I am going to go out on a limb and say that Seth wins and Paul Heyman ends up introducing a new member, and he's going to help Seth win. I don't know who that could be. It could be maybe like an LA Knight or whatever, maybe somebody like that to turn LA Knight heel, because that would make sense. But I actually think that Drew McIntyre is going to show up and cost Cody the win, and he's going to be added to the division, and it's going to be Drew aligning himself with the Vision to take on the OG bloodline or the bloodline with Cody Rhodes. And so maybe that's what they'll end up doing at War Games. So I think that's where everything's going to culminate at, basically. So Drew showing up makes the most sense. Brock is not showing up at all at Crown Jewel. There's no fucking way. That would be dumb as hell for Brock Lesnar to show up, right? Brock needs to be focused on John Cena. It doesn't matter that Cody Rhodes mentioned Brock in his promo and everything else. That's not important. Brock is not going to do a War Games match. Are you fucking insane? Because I know people online were saying that. It's like, come on, guys. You guys have to actually think sometimes. Please, just think. Just think before you speak and type. Sometimes. It helps out. I'm not going to watch this live because it comes on at 8 Eastern time, which is way too early. I wish they could have worked out a deal or something where they could have it at 1 or maybe even 12 o'clock in the afternoon, but it didn't happen. Normally, that's usually what would happen. If it was in Saudi, it would have been at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, which is fine. And then on the West Coast, it's even worse. It's at 5 in the morning. So who's going to watch that? Nobody. So I'll probably end up watching this maybe around 12. So around noon. It should be about maybe a 3 to a 3.5 hour event. It's just 5 matches. Raw is going to be on Monday at 8 a.m. Who the hell is going to watch that? It's not going to be me. I'll watch Raw probably around maybe 3 or 4, something like that. And, you know, I'll be doing that. But it's crazy that they're going to be in Australia. But, I mean, they're actually going off the Australian time zone or whatever, which is fine. But, I mean, come on, dude. Like, who's going to waste their Saturday morning watching this? This early in the morning, and that doesn't make any sense. It hurts you on the West Coast, and it hurts you on the East Coast. It's just too early. It's just too early for us. Way too early. But I will definitely have a review out for you guys. But what do you guys think of Crown Jewel? Are you guys excited? So I'm gonna go over the matches again. My predictions again. Rhea and Io will win. Roman will defeat Bronson Reed. Stephanie Vacker will defeat Stephanie Vacker will defeat Tiffany Stratton. John Cena will defeat AJ Styles, and Seth Rollins, with the help of Drew McIntyre, will defeat Cody Rhodes, which is not important at all. Again, most of this card is not important. It's a total filler show, but it is what it is. But what are your predictions for Crown Jewel? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.